uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom.
Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. Welcome back to channel, and today's big question is why the AUG? The AUG is a gun that I've run a lot this season, and in fact, I would have run it a lot more, but I need to run weapons that are different so that I can make videos about different weapons. And I had to chop down about 20 minutes worth of AUG clips to get this video here. You're going to see not a lot of faff. You're going to see a lot of people getting rocked by the AUG. And the reason for that is I like the gun. And I think the gun is in a better place now than it has been in pretty much the entirety of the game. It's not quite as good as it was when it was in an airdrop. That's fine. When it was the top shelf weapon. But it's pretty bloody close. And what it's got going for it isn't just the gun itself. A lot of it has to do with the way the game's changed and the way the loot of the game has changed. And we'll get to that more as we go through the video. Now, if you would do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know a huge amount of you who watch are not channel subscribers. What's wrong with you, bro? Why can't you just do me a solid and give me a subscription? Costs you nothing. Reach out and press subscribe. Costs you nothing. And if you want to become a patron and run in those weekly streams we do, patreon.com/thebushka. We're doing a Patreon tournament that we're going to be casting live on the channel on the 6th, I think it is, of May. The AUG. One of the big things that has changed about PUBG Mobile is the availability of loot. If you play event mode, and God, I do, it's so easy now. So very, very easy to get a muzzle brake and an ergonomic grip. In fact, you'll see in most of these clips that are current, I am running a 50 mag, a jungle mag, that allows you to have a lot more 5.56 in your backpack and indeed in the gun itself. And what this means is that the AUG benefits tremendously from the ability to enhance its recoil characteristics. Now, for those of you who don't know, the ergonomic grip is the best vertical recoil reduction and the best horizontal recoil reduction at the same time. Normally, you have to try to put an angle grip along with a vertical foregrip, and they combine those two things and they're still not as good as the ergonomic grip, right? The ergonomic grip is like 15% recoil reduction, horizontal and vertical. The muzzle brake, likewise, is much better than the compensator in terms of recoil reduction. So the thing that held the AUG back previously, when compared to, say, its fine cousin, the M416, was the AUG's slightly annoying recoil at long-range sprays. That's no longer the case. And in fact, one of the reasons I really like the AUG is that it's better in CQC than the M416. And the hipfire is great when you've got it fully kitted out. Watch this hipfire here in these next two clips. There's one nice little spurt. There's another rip. Watch this next rip from the top of the 3-stack outside Pachinki. This just turn around and casual. It looks like a hack. That's how crazy this little jumping. Yep, no worries. Absolutely destroyed him at 30 meters while hip firing. And that's something that is better with the AUG now than it used to be. Likewise, the spraying now is better than it used to be. And that's all because you can see in these clips, I'm running 50 in the mag, I'm running a muzzle brake, and I am running an ergonomic grip. And that's narrowed the gap in terms of recoil. Now, I've done some testing lately because there's been a lot of changes to bullet speed that haven't really been talked about in PUBG Mobile. They did change bullet speed numbers. And the AUG is now running at 877 meters a second. Now, I've seen different numbers. And in fact, I've even had some of the patrons test. And the reason you get different numbers on your bullet speeds is quite simply the device and the frames per second it runs at. You will get a different number oftentimes when you check the bullet speed difference at 100 meters versus 500 meters. And the reason for that is at 500 meters, you've had a lot more frames. And the bigger the database, like the bigger the source data, the more likely you are to have an accurate number. So if you're running 90 frames per second at 500 meters and you're then testing that by frame, you can get a really good, clear idea on what the bullet speed of the weapon is. And at 877 meters per second, the AUG's right up there with the best 5.56 ARs. The best, in fact, is the FAMAS at 943 meters a second. But the M416, the SCAR-L, the QBZ95, even the M16A4, they all run 877 meters a second for me now. And that is under the numbers that they used to run. And in fact, a lot of stuff has been done to the bullet speeds, and it may even be worth a video. But what is also very interesting is that the AUG seems to have undergone a tiny buff in terms of output. It's getting 779 rounds per minute. That's a rate of fire of around every 0.077 seconds, which coincidentally there's a hip fire again. It's the same rate of fire as the Graza. And that's pretty impressive. Now, you obviously have a much lighter round, 40.9 damage versus the Graza's 47.9. But you have nowhere near the recoil. And unlike the Big G, you can modify your recoil. I mean, the Graza can mount a suppressor. The AUG can mount a muzzle brake and an ergonomic grip. And I can't stress this enough. Those two attachments are so incredibly effective at doing their job that they make genuine difference to the loadouts that I run. I will more often not run a weapon that can mount those attachments. I mean, and the AUG as a red dot sprayer, as a primary AR while running a bolt action rifle is incredibly efficient. Because of the bullet speed, the high bullet speed the AUG has, you don't have to worry so much about red dot sprays at range. If you're trying to red dot spray with, say, a DP28 or a UMP or any of those kind of weapons, you will have struggles because the rate of fire might be fine, but your bullet speed is extraordinarily slow. The AUG having that high bullet speed means the further the target away, the more efficient the gun is. You can be running pretty much anything you want that's an SMG. And once you get to about 45 meters, the AUG is going to be better because it just has faster bullet speed. And the faster the bullet is getting to the target, the earlier the damage gets counted. Something else that's very interesting, and Shifan proved this to me beyond a shadow of a doubt. If you're not watching Shifan, you should be. Hell of a player. Great science-driven dude who loves to test stuff out. The aim assist, it doesn't draw to the head like we originally thought. It's just like always been a thing that's drawn to the head, aim assist. Aim assist just draws to the body of the target. And when you're red dot spraying at an AUG at 900 meters a second, or nearly 900, 877 meters a second, with aim assist on, you're rinsing. You are rinsing. It is so freaking effective at those 100-meter red dot sprays, 80 to 100-meter red dot sprays, high bullet speed, high accuracy, 50-round magazines. And I mean, even in its basic lineup, it's not like the AUG's recoil is so difficult to control that you're going to lose out by running it. Another gun that I've really enjoyed playing for the same reason as this is the M762. The M762, when geared up beyond the realms of man with the standard shot-based attachments, is pretty filthy right now. It's been wildly successful and something that I hope to do another video on in about a year or 6 months, because my biggest issue at the moment is there's so many guns I love running that I can't run because I've already done too many videos on them. Mark 14, I'm looking at you. I hope you guys enjoyed that little soiree into the world of the AUG. If you have any queries about the AUG, or you want to talk about maybe some things that I haven't discussed, leave a comment below. Let me know too what it is that you really love about any particular weapon, and I'll maybe do a video on it. DP28's coming up because there's been some changes to the DP28 that haven't been widely documented, and we're going to cut those up and go through them real soon. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, become part of the dialogue. The biggest influence on the videos that I make and the testing that I do is you, the humans. I've recently tested all the bullet speeds on these weapons and quite a few of the reload numbers. And we're going to have to run a full test on damage in the next couple of weeks just to make sure that we got it all right. But either way, there's going to be a lot of good... I forgot this guy was chatting. I don't know what he's saying. What's he saying? Someone let me know. Look after yourself. Stay safe at the battlefield. And until next time, bye for now.